Diamonds, VV, they be shining, they can see me. Jesus, pieces, they be dripping like we fishing. Diamonds, VV, they be.
Yo everyone, it's NK. Thank you for tuning in. Before I start the video, please make sure you are subscribed and you follow me on my social media platforms, Queen NK White on Instagram and NKWhite33 on Twitter. So today I am doing a bake with me video and I thought I should show you how I make my vanilla cupcakes. So let's get into it. Okay, so firstly for your ingredients, you're going to need margarine, eggs, sugar, flour, baking powder, and milk. So the first step obviously is to melt your butter and have it look something like this. I've already melted mine and just mixed it. I don't advise to melt it with the microwave. It's better to just leave it overnight or just for a few hours in the sun, and then yeah, till it looks like this. Once you have your butter melted, then you can add your eggs. So I have 4 large eggs here and that's how much I'm gonna use. Then mix it all together, which might be a little hard, but I mean, I'm gonna use a mixer, so I'm not gonna get everything to look perfect now because I'm just gonna use an electric mixer to mix this all together. But once you've kind of combined the margarine and the butter, the butter and the eggs, then you can add the sugar. So here is my sugar. I suggest you use white sugar, but brown sugar works as well. I don't usually measure how much sugar that I put. I just put up until I'm like satisfied with it. I want them to be like extra sugary, extra. Okay, is this a lot? This is like 2 of like a small looking cup like this. Let's just mix it and see how it blends together. I think this works pretty well. One for the road. Okay, so once you've mixed your butter, eggs, and sugar, then this is when I like to put the baking powder and the vanilla essence, or whatever flavor essence you're gonna put. So this is my vanilla essence, and then for this particular recipe I'm going to be using self-raising flour, so I'm not gonna be putting baking powder. But if you're gonna be using the baking powder, then I just measure it like 1 cup is to 1 spoon of baking powder, you understand? So that's pretty much it. And then this I just measure with the cap. So since yeah, 1 cap will suffice, I'm sure. Once you're satisfied with your mix of all the wet ingredients, then it's time to add the flour. So this is the flour that I'm going to be using. It's self-raising, as you can see. Is it? Yeah, it is. Measure it with a cup that's like that big. And I'm basically gonna put about 4 cups of these to go with the 4 eggs that I used. So yeah. So basically, as you mix your flour in, you just keep adding milk so that it becomes like smooth and everything how you want it. So there's no exact measure of how much milk I put. I just put depending on how my batter will look as I'm adding my flour. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think that does. But you don't want to make it too like, how do I even describe this? Don't make your batter too stiff. I don't like batter that's stiff, honestly, because the cupcakes end up coming out looking like like loaf or something. I want my cupcakes to be fluffy and soft and everything. Okay, so basically I've added 4 cups of flour to this and some milk. Now I'm just gonna take an electric whisk and mix it all together and make it soft and fluffy like I said, but be careful not to over mix it because then your dough is just going to like lack the baking powder that you put, and then it's just gonna it's gonna F up your cupcakes, understand? So once you're done whisking your batter, it should pretty much look something like this. Not too smooth but not too stiff either, and you can go ahead and taste it and see if you're happy with the sugar content. And yeah, so once I had greased my pans, I poured the batter in, and this is how much I put, basically almost to the top because I want them to be really big, and that's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, we'll just see if that is gonna happen. Whoa. Now we put them into the preheated oven. I preheated it to 180 as you can see, and I'm pretty much gonna leave them for about 20 minutes, and by then they should be pretty much done. Okay, so I left them for an extra 5 minutes on top of the 20 minutes, and this is how they came out. They're pretty amazing. Okay, I'm just gonna let them cool, and then once they're cool, I'm gonna take them out and then prepare them for the icing. But look at this huge one. This is like everything. Like, this is exactly what I wanted. This is how I'm so excited. Okay, so I've let them cool down and now it's time to ice them. Here's my icing. Here's my chocolate icing, which is really ready-made icing, so I can't give you like a certain recipe for this. And here's my icing gun. So basically just scoop up the icing and shove it in the icing gun. Oof. Okay, I've managed to put the icing in. So basically all you have to do is push this thing and the icing will pretty much come out like so. Like that. Okay, what decoration should I do? I'll just do like a twirly thing. Something simple. Boom! And there it is. So I want to put more around the edges. I just want this thing smothered in icing. Chocolate icing. Chocolate icing. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to try this. Boom! There it is. So now it's completely covered. Oh, this is like a masterpiece. Okay, and pretty much you can do the same thing for the rest of them. You can do a zigzag, or usually when I'm lazy, I just take the icing and just make a flat layer round and round like that. That's about it. Okay, so pretty much I'm going to finish icing all of these and then I'm gonna put them in the fridge to cool. Once they're nice and cold, I'm gonna eat them all by myself. I'll put a detailed description of everything that I did and the recipe in the description box, so you can check that out. But otherwise, this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching till the end. I hope you learned something or you enjoyed this in any way. And yeah, bye.